To appease our YouTube god or goddess Susan, we're not gonna go into the full recording of what ended up happening with Mrs. ChrisChan. What is it?
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
I don't know. I don't really care, considering that ChrisChan did a big no-no to his own mother, and he put a new twist on the meme, doing your mom. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this pile of degeneracy. Not that all degeneracy is bad, but for this, oh my goodness, it's bad. It's really bad.
That's good.
And I was direct and upfront with her for the most part.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What'd she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with the more approaching than I was doing with her along the way.
There's no stronger bond than a mother and her daughter. Sorry?
We've been doing it every third night, and the first night being on June 27th.
Oh, you have a routine? Oh.
Yeah.
Now there's a rabbit hole to the individual named as ChrisChan, has a lot of lore too. Rightfully so. However, for the purposes of this video, let's just get to the meat and bones. ChrisChan did his mom. That's right, you're not mistaken. He actually did his mom. And he tried to justify it, which is even more sick, but, you know, it kind of raises some questions. However, in a Facebook post made a year ago, he kind of, like, advocated for that, or was saying it wasn't that big of a deal if somebody was to do that. The naughty word we're not going to say, you know, because our goddess will not approve of it. You remember when YouTube used to be fun? Anyway, after this, a whole slew of problems started coming in. A lot of people started making videos about this because, you know, we all love that dollar. And I mean, ChrisChan is kind of a big deal on the internet. He made number 4 on trending yesterday. But this whole thing kind of takes the cake, as it seems to be like the nail in the coffin for Mr. ChrisChan, so to speak, because it's quite literally against the law. Now, here's the thing. ChrisChan has been, from my understanding, punished by the law before, if I'm understanding this correctly. So that's already not good. But this one, this thing he did in particular, it goes a little further than what he's done in the past. I know that's very bizarre. Very, very, very bizarre. It's gotten so bad to the point where it seems like there was a protective order on Mr. Chan, and so the protective order was broken. Well, this kind of fucking sums it up right here. ChrisChan took $750 from Barb's, that's his mom's name, bank account without asking. He cannot, since he is not allowed to contact or, you know, protective order, because there's a lot of just a lot of fuckery to this whole thing. Like, people are wondering how old the mom is. I believe she's around 80. You know, she's not all there anymore, which is even worse, because then you can make the argument that Chris, you know, was a lot more malicious than you would think. It's funny, right? It's funny in a way, but it's also quite horrifying, very horrifying. But anyway, this is might be a violation of the EPO, Emergency Protective Order. He has to abide, as what he did can be considered stealing. You know, there's a bunch of messed up stuff, and the owner, Kiwi Farms, Null, has been dealing with his own thing. Now, look, all right, I try to not be in the loop with this kind of shit, you know, because I'm usually touching grass and touching ass outside. I don't know where that accent came from. I'm a cowboy now. But basically, owner Kiwi Farm seems to have a relationship, or at least had one. As you can see right here, Null caught him. That's the owner of Kiwi Farms. Caught him doing this, and when questioned, Chris lied to Null. When Null showed him the receipt of the money transfer, he said he had taken the sum. This caused Null to block Chris and contact the police about what Chris has done, effectively ending all contact with Chris. Now, for those of you that are in the know of this stuff, I don't know, give me the TLDR of the situation. I know it's probably a lot longer than I'm giving it credit for. But this is all I know. This is the common man's perspective, the common sense perspective. And this is my perspective to see that this is actually quite messed up situation that we got here, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know if I feel for ChrisChan. I'm not sure. Maybe he got goaded into doing this. You know, he was led on to do this. Maybe they took advantage of the fact that, you know, ChrisChan, you know, himself, herself, whatever, isn't all there either. So, with that being said, I'm not sure what to make of this, but I do think that this was quite heinous, and it should be punished under the law. Just because come on now, it's still bad. Yeah, so that's all I got for you. I tried to keep this as tame as possible for our goddess, Susan Wabajok. I hope the goddess appreciates that I was trying to keep this as PCPG as possible. It's a very difficult topic to handle, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want to support, you know, you can always click that nice little join button to help me out. Or even, you know what, give it a like. Give this video a like, give it a share, you know. All that good stuff. Anything. But until next time, guys, the regulars, the Senny Squad, you know, I love you. You already know what the deal is. Everybody else, if you're new, welcome to hell. But it's a good hell. I promise you that. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this, or whatever it's worth. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. MrSEN out.